Once again, I'm here to highlight the vulnerabilities on the eBay return system. This scam number 3 of many scams, is the read and return scam. Part 3 of 10 scam episodes. This scam's going to look at real life experiences I've had with eBay, very rarely Amazon, but with eBay mostly, on the read and return scam. Coming up. Today I'm breaking down one of the easiest scams on eBay, and the reason why it exists is very simple. eBay's vulnerabilities in the returns processes. This scam, the read and return scam, is one of the easiest ways to get something like this read and enjoyed for 30 days for free using eBay. So here's the scam. A buyer purchases a rare book, a collectible, something of real value. They receive it, they sit down, they read every page, every chapter for free. eBay give the buyer 30 days to enjoy this book. Yes, 30 days. You can get to enjoy any of my books for free and simply return it. 30 days where they can enjoy one of my books they never owned, and they don't actually intend to keep it. They treat it like they own it. 30 days where they take full advantage of the seller. Then what happens? On day 29, they set in a return saying they don't like it or they've just changed their mind. So they file under a vague reason with eBay. I didn't like it. It's not what I expected. I changed my mind. And because all of them reasons are buyer protection reasons, the seller has zero defense. And eBay will always side with the buyer when the seller puts a complaint in. So why does this scam work? Buyers can read an entire book, rare, like this one here, for free. They can mark it, they can open it, they can soften the spine, they can wreck the dust jacket. This video is being made for your infotainment. However, a lot of you guys are watching this without giving me my little reward that I want in return. That's your subscription. So please, just help me out, throw me a bone, subscribe. Good talking to you. And the seller still has to refund the customer. That includes sometimes postage to the customer for free. The only cost to a customer is their return postage to me. And here's the part that eBay don't talk about. They refuse to show the buyer's return to purchase ratios. Let that sink in for a minute. A buyer could have 5 purchases and 5 returns, but you are not allowed to see it. The only opportunity you get to report the buyer for using the book. Does it show any consequences? Well, as far as I'm concerned, I've yet to see any buyer with any consequential issues with returning something for free. But who pays for it? It's us, the sellers. Every single time we lose our postage, we lose your time of listing, of picking, of packing, of having to deal with the returns. But now it's used. It's useless. And you lose the ability to challenge it because the system is stacked against the seller. So why doesn't eBay fix this problem? Because exposing high return buyers would actually scare them. This means fewer transactions, fewer fees, and less revenue that eBay make. Protecting buyers keeps the platform moving, much more than protecting sellers. And here's the truth that eBay won't say out loud. If a buyer can read a rare book for 30 days and return it with no consequences, that's not a return system. That's a free library funded by the sellers. So the next time someone from eBay tells me that they protect sellers, I'll say this: show me the buyer return ratio, show me the abuse, and show me the transparency, and let me judge who I want to sell to. Because at the minute, it's not about fairness. Because the only people that are paying for this system are the ones that are keeping eBay alive. Until then, eBay, don't talk to me about fairness or seller protections. Because it's the sellers that are paying for this system and are keeping eBay alive. There we have it. So, how am I supposed to stop this from happening? There are new ways that I have developed, which I'm going to show you now, on how to protect your business from the read and return scam. It is very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pack this for the customer. And what I'm doing is I'm putting a clear cellophane around this book. And it's only going to be lightly put around this book, so it's easy taken off. But it closes the book permanently. I then will, as you can see, put this on here. And on the front of it, I might even do a label. But on the front of it, I'm going to write, do not open this cellophane unless you are happy with the book. No free reading. That is the best way to put on the cellophane so they can't open the book, they can't damage the spine, and they can't use it where they send it back after 30 days. Now, if they open that, the way I see it is they are the terms of my sale, and if they want to read this, that's theirs. It's like using a pair of knickers. The minute you open this and start reading it, that belongs to you. You don't get the right to return it on the eBay system. And I can then fight with eBay and say, that's fair. This is not fair. Ultimately, hopefully, we'll be able to get a portion of our money back or all of it. There we go. Guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. And it's great talking to you. Wait for part 4, the swap out scam. That's the next one.